Have you seen those videos where this is how you're supposed to pour a beer now?
No, stop.
No one's ever fucking said that.
Have you?
That's left-wing AI shit.
You're watching the woke media. Getting in your head. Yeah. I think I got it.
What was our game plan if the game started to go awry? Cup of soup.
Cup of soup. I just throw a fart
off the wall. Maybe.
It was never attached to it.
Yeah. Well, how do you think a chair works?
What do you mean, bro?
Just looks a little slanted.
Well, it's because I'm leaning, because my back
leans to the left,
hurts.
you know, dude. He's very woke.
My back's been hurting for a whole month.
Have you seen anyone for it?
My wife's dad's a chiropractor.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, and he looked at it and was like,
"Yeah,
what do you need to do?"
Well, it was like a slip disc. He said you could just kind of hope that inflammation goes away. So I don't know.
They're not like, hey, do stretches, do anything else.
We'll do stretches, but he's like, wait till you're not like in pain doing them. So, like, I have like stuff that
Did
I
he
can
say
do.
ice or heat?
Ice, and then if I want to move around, I heat it up. I don't know, but we're feeling better. I just can't sit down for super long.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
It's been interesting.
Man. Here, I'm the old one of the pod, but you're
my body has been falling apart.
You're too tall. I think that's what it is.
Too tall, yeah.
Michael,
do you have any ailments?
I'm 4'2". I'm good. What?
Other than your shitty pouring, look at that.
Yeah, that's the most head I've ever seen in my entire life. It's like I'm at the Cuske family reunion.
Your family blows each other. Dude, that's super embarrassing. I would be so sad if I were you.
Want to come to this year's reunion?
I don't want to watch you get blown.
Yeah, do you do family reunions?
I'm not a family member.
We do guest pass.
Okay.
They have the Olive Garden slogan. When you're there, you're family.
I was trying to think of like something with breadsticks. I was like, what is their slogan?
Do you guys do family reunions? Do you guys?
We used to. Every year we used to have called it a family picnic. It was started with family that ended up just being the neighbors coming over and everyone gets drunk and, well, not really. They get drunk at the end, like a bonfire. My family never drank a whole lot. I was afraid to drink, and like when I finally got to that age where like I could have a beer.
Oh yeah.
Even like before you could have a beer and your family's like, go have
just go
one,
grab one,
and
yeah.
you're like, no.
Honestly, at that
you don't
point
want to answer the questions. You're like, oh, so you're having a nice cold one there. It's like, all right, Grandpa Jim, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But at that point, they'd be happy you're just having a drink. But honestly, when you're that young, having one beer, you're most of the time, like if you haven't drinking before, you're not gonna like it. So you're gonna have this beer, you're like, and then you're not gonna want to drink another one.
But even like when you went to college and your parents knew you were drinking, you came back and you did it, and then with the family thing, it's like, I felt just the judgment. If I just had one, they're like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm doing what you guys had a problem doing 20 years ago, but sorry, I'm a little better at it.
Yeah.
There was in line today when I was getting alcohol, there was definitely someone underage with a fake that was getting alcohol.
Really?
Because they were right in front of me, and they were just fumbling with the card. And they're like, oh, sorry, my card isn't working. Like, and then they had to like go through all this stuff, and I'm like, this seems sketchy. And then as soon as like they get out, I ordered or got mine, went out, and they just had the biggest grin on them. And like someone stayed in the car, and he gets in the car and just high fives the dude. I'm like, yeah.
But you know what's going through their mind too is they're like, hey, we need booze for this weekend. Let's go on a Monday because they're not going to think we're going to be drinking on a Monday. Like only adults get alcohol on a Monday. Let's go to Pick and Save because no one's actually going to card you a Pick and Save. Or they just don't care. They don't really check it or anything. They just need to see something for the cameras. Like that's definitely what went through their head. Yeah. I love watching underage people get booze because you were there once and you're like, what did I look like?
Gets
was
so
I
spooky.
this bad? Like we were definitely that bad.
Do you want to play what did they get to drink?
Yeah.
Probably Twisted Teas.
No, that's a good guess.
What was it?
Can we go hard alcohol or beer?
It was beer.
Beer.
And a bottle of something.
It was a bottle of Svedka.
Ooh, that's close.
And
I mean, it's
Amsterdam.
Is it New Amsterdam? Yeah. Okay, that's probably that's a
on
good
brand.
one. So Amsterdam, and then it's either White Claws or Happy Dad.
No.
High Noons.
No. PBRs.
PBR.
Oh,
PBRs.
They're cheap.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
cheap.
They got a 30 rack of them.
They're
I'll
cheap.
be, oh yeah.
Yep.
Is PBR actually doing that 180 thing? Did you see that?
I saw that. I believe so.
What's that?
They're doing like 180 pack or case.
That's sick.
There used to be.
We should get that.
Well, there used to be a
We should
Just have it on the table.
our whole sponsorship check just right there.
Well, they used to do the 99 beer thing, which was 99 beers but it was stacked like this kind of can. So when you go, just you couldn't even put it in like a car. You had to get a truck and put it like with one of those little flags at the end, like when you have lumber.
Oversized load. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one of the worst buying alcohol when I shouldn't be stories. I'm in my hometown. I'm picking up drinks because I'm going over to all of the guys are getting together. I looked the oldest in the group, so I was like, all right, let's go. And for the most part, there was this one gas station that would never ID, and so I was like, oh, I want to go to that one. And I walk in. I don't see the counter. I don't look at the counter or anything. I go and I get 12 Four Locos and a couple things of Natty Light. And I just drop it on the counter, and I look up, and there is someone that was in my graduating high school class looking at me dead in my face. And credit to Lexi, she looked at me, and she goes, and just scans. We don't say a word, because her and I weren't friends. And honestly, I don't think she liked me, but she knew I was there.
She understood, yeah.
She was like, and just scanned and let me go. And I got in the car just sweating because the shock of knowing the person and them clearly knowing you were not supposed to be buying.
But it's not like she was gonna report you.
No.
I remember one time my buddy was picking up alcohol and he was underage. He had a fake, and he's in line, and all of a sudden a cop walks in.
Oh, it's so scary.
I was also gonna grab one, and I just put mine down, and I walk out the store. And I couldn't imagine how much Jake was just sweating,
That happens. That's when you go and you buy a lighter, and this is all I was here for. Didn't actually need
Yeah,
it.
you were
Just
just
the
holding
quickest. You hold your,
I think someone left this in the aisle. And then
I'm such a good Samaritan.
Do you guys have any lighters and bananas?
I don't like this banana on fire.
So spooky. That would be absolutely terrifying. But at that point, you can't divert. If you're in line already, you cannot get out of there.
I don't think I had any close calls or anything like that. I mean, I had a few times where they would be like, I've had someone say no, and they let me leave. It was also scary. When you know your ID is not great, you're banking on that employee to be just cool.
Yeah.
And so I was I was from Kentucky for my first ID, and it wasn't a great ID. It looked like something you made, at home. But it worked. The only time I ever got my ID taken was by a police officer, and that's for underage drinking. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did you ever? Well, I guess this is my question. Did you ever have to run from a party or anything?
Yeah, kind of. Well, my buddy I let my buddy Jake throw his 19th birthday party at my college apartment. He was a freshman. I was a sophomore. I was like, just throw it here so you don't have to worry about doing anything in the dorms. It's safer. Blah blah blah. I go, Jake, you can invite whoever you want, and I'll invite my friends over. And my tiny apartment, it was 2 of these rooms. Mm-hmm. It's not that big. It got to a point where both our bathrooms were hotboxed, and there were drugs found on the floor, a white powder on the. I thought it was coke. It was ecstasy. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, we had a noise complaint. People were puking off our balcony. Or peeing. Every bodily fluid went off our balcony. People submitted a noise complaint. Cops came and knocked on the door and hey, end this now. Or so I was told. I had left my party to go pee outside with my buddy because my bathrooms were occupied at the time. And I came back and I saw 3 cops sitting at the door talking to my roommates. And I peek around the corner. My roommate looks at me and goes, "What the fuck, dude?" I go, "Good luck." And I turned around. Both my roommates got underages and a noise violation, $600 worth of tickets for this party that they didn't throw. They just agreed to let have, and I got off scot-free, which I helped them obviously pay for it, and they agreed to have the party. But my favorite part was as it was ending, they told my roommates, "Hey, everyone leaves in a single file line. No one makes a noise. If anyone says anything, you'll get a ticket for each person here. They can do that. In Madison, it was like $500 or $100 for every person that's in a party. Yeah, they could do that. I could have the number wrong, but the last person to leave was the birthday boy. And I'm not kidding. He looked at the cop and goes, "Suck my fat cock," and then walked out. And they go, so close. They're like, "Please don't, birthday boy." And they're like, "You're good. End it." They searched the apartment for like anyone passed out, if anyone was safe. They missed the drugs on the floor, and they're like, "All right, enjoy the rest of your night."
They were probably just hoping that people left. They probably did. They probably weren't trying to slap like you guys with a bunch of shit. Because most of the time, like noise complaints for the most part, like I've had, or from people that have like told me about it, because I've never actually had like a situation like that. They've always been like, yeah, the cops were actually pretty cool. Like they were just like, I have to by paper, like on paper, I have to at least write you up for underage, or I have to give you like a noise complaint thing.
Most of the time they are. It's when you don't cooperate, and that's for I think most stops or anything like that. I told his parents this story when we graduated, because I did an extra semester, and I was like, all right, we graduate at the same time, and his mom was mortified.
The one that said, "Suck my fat dick."
Yeah.
Oh,
his mom. Yeah. Told his mom. I was like, it's past the statute of limitations, right?
Yeah.
No.
So he was fine. He graduated. He made it through. He had a good job. I told his mom. She was mortified. She offered me the $600 on the spot to pay for the ticket.
Yeah, I would appreciate
water under
that.
the bridge. We're good.
I would appreciate that $600 right now.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Taking it at the bar, and I'm asking another cop to suck my
One
fat dick.
time we were in the Wisconsin Dells at the Wilderness Resort, and we had this cabin called Cabin 17. And Cabin 17 was crazy. Like a cabin was just a bunch of my college friends, and we're all in one cabin. And we found that, I don't know how we found it, but the week before, the Green Bay Packers were there and in that cabin. I don't know how we knew that, but we also found like Claymate condoms. It was Clay Matthews condoms, which was very funny, in the cabin.
That's so funny.
Anyways,
I
so
wish you saved one of those. That'd be great to have in here.
not condoms.
Pinned it to the wall.
Pin it to the wall. We need decorations.
Yeah, just drooping.
No, in the package.
Oh, we're not gonna pin it. You're gonna tell me we're gonna put a fork through
This
it?
house doesn't need condoms. I'm married. Can we cut that?
You're gonna have to remind me.
No, we'll keep it in. That's funny. We'll just edit it in post.
So then we went.
You do that all the time. You're like, cut that, and then 2 minutes later, now we'll keep it in, and I've already cut it out. And I'm like, motherfucker.
I have to think about it if it's worth it. Continue your story.
Sorry, Judd.
That's fine. So then we're at the Wilderness, and we got this badass cabin, and we go to like the water parks, and we like are at the swim up bar. We're all like just talking to chicks and trying to like come back. We're having a party at our place. Come back. You know, it's like we're talking to anyone that's gonna be cool and want to have fun with us, and we're like, oh well, we'll see who shows up. You know, we go back to our place to see who shows up. And all of a sudden, people just start fucking coming, like in vans. Like the security is like dropping them off because they have shuttle services till midnight.
Yeah.
So then the shuttles are dropping them off at the cabins, but after midnight, it's security that comes and picks you up, so you're safe. But we're having a blast. We have people. We're playing beer pong. We in the bathroom. People are doing drugs and stuff, and It was a crazy time. I remember I didn't want these people stealing my 30 rack of Busch Light, so I put one in the fireplace, up the chimney. I like shoved one.
A 30 rack or one beer?
A 30 rack. It was a perfect hiding spot because I could just easily slide past and I could just grab one and I keep going.
So you light the fire.
No, we didn't light a fire. It's fucking a million people in there. It's so hot. No one's lighting a fire.
But that would have been funny because you ever put a beer can in the fire and then the top comes up and then explodes?
No.
You've never done that? You
No.
never put a soda can in the fire?
No.
You put a can in the fire and it heats up and then the top part extends and then which would have been hysterical if you put 30 of them up there and lit a
That
fire.
You'd hear me cry. Anyways, so all of a sudden, it gets past midnight, and a couple of the people that are with us some other friends were like, hey, we're having a party back at our place too. Let's go there. So then they take the shuttle back. So it's me and a couple people left that are from actual cabin, but there's like 30 people we do not know.
Okay.
And someone who's doing drugs in the bathroom is just gone. Like, they are not there. There's no one driving behind those eyes. It is bad. So they call security to come pick them up, or when they think they're calling the shuttle because it's after midnight now. So security comes, and this person is puking in front of our lawn, and then literally they're like, oh, are you okay? This and that will get you back to place. And apparently this person passes out in the van, in the security's van. And then they have to take them and get them to their place. They're underage. They're 19 years old. We are all underage. We're 20s. Like, we're right before our 21st. We have no one there that's 21. And I remember the police coming and sealing off both exits. And we're like, shit.
Of, like, how to get out of the...
Yeah, both exits were sealed off by cops. And we're like, shit. They got us. And I jump behind a dresser. And I just literally just skinny man my way down a dresser. And I sit there. Like, and then I hear a cop coming up to check, like, the room. And I pull my legs up, so I'm just like this against a dresser, just skinnying myself as much as I can, trying not to breathe or do anything. And he checks under the bed. He checks under the dresser. Can't see my feet. Doesn't look behind the dresser. It's where I am. It doesn't look behind there. And goes back down. I can hear everything. And they stayed there. They made us dump out every single piece of alcohol we had. They stay there. They breathalyze everybody. Everyone. More police come to ticket everyone because it's like so many people.
Yeah.
And they stay there for 5 hours. It's 5 a.m. I'm literally, I cannot move. I don't know. Have you ever like slept one way and you like everything, like your shoulder falls asleep? Yeah. My entire body was asleep. It was literally
You're vibrating.
Nothing. I couldn't do anything. I remember I had to, like, after the ordeal was done, I couldn't move the dresser. I was stuck. I literally had to get other people to move the dresser. I did not get an underage.
Nice.
We get there and we're like so bummed. It's 5 a.m. We're pissed off. There's no alcohol. I'm like, fucking, this is the worst thing ever. And then I was like, guys, I might have something to turn this around. Everyone's gone. It's just the people that live there now. And I was like, guys, just wait. And I pull out the 30 rack of Busch Light from the fireplace. Oh my gosh! It was
you were king.
It was just, it was just like glowing. It was amazing.
That's so good.
Yeah,
that's so good. I was hoping that's how the story was going to end.
Speaking of drinking, drink Wisconsin brandy old fashioned.
That's just the brandy.
You know what? Well then, hell, we should get brandy old fashions. Because they're the best to have on a nice hot day. They're the Drink Wisconsin brandy old fashioned is the quickest old fashioned in the West, East, North, South, and I don't know if they sell out of country, but that might be out of country.
Definitely out of country. Definitely the fastest out of country for sure. I would 100% agree with that. Would you agree with that?
Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, fastest for sure.
Okay. Also, they have vodka, brandy.
More brandy.
Emptier brandy that we drank.
We drank this stuff.
Yeah. And then also, they have some fun things that are going to be coming very soon. So be on the lookout for Drink Wisconsin. Follow their Instagram. Follow all of them on social media. They have some fun stuff that they're going to be unveiling this summer.
And relatively soon, correct?
That's what we've been told.
What's the date today?
Today is June 10th.
I don't know if we can. What is it? A ransom video? What we got to put that?
Are you gonna look it up?
No. Oh. Your story reminded me of something, and I don't want to like tell it and have it wrong, but I basically ran into like a kung fu master at a like kind of like a Wisconsin Dells kind of thing once.
It's the same thing as
Wait,
getting underages.
all right, hang on. What part of my story did you like? Oh yeah, that does remind me of something.
When
Just
you're
the
like
Wisconsin Dells part?
when you're at something like the Wisconsin Dells or like a campground, and you kind of have free reign to just like run around. It's like a resort. You can kind of just run around wherever, especially now that they've expanded. They have all these other things you can do there. There was a campground, Warren's, Wisconsin. It's like a Three Bears Lodge kind of thing. Every year I go camping with this family. And when we were younger, we would just like fuck around in the middle of the night. That's what you love to do. Just like, hey, break curfew, go chase people, throw water balloons into people's campers. It was a great time. I loved doing it. Well, we eventually found that there was this park ranger drive around in a golf cart, and I'm like, let's fuck with Ranger Steve. Just an old man. And we were throwing water balloons at him. Old, like, out-of-shape man. Throwing water balloons at him, with, like, Nerf guns or something like that, shooting them at him. And just, we couldn't be out past dark, and he would chase us, and we'd get away for, most of the time. And eventually he caught us. And then we're sitting in the back of this thing, and or someone caught us. We're like, hey, what's up with Ranger Steve? And the guy goes, you mean Lao Shifu Clark? Like, what are you talking about? He goes, Lao Shifu Clark, or known as the Stomping Scorpion. He was a, 3-time martial arts champion, had, the world record for taking out 3 people in under 10 seconds kind of thing. And he goes, and you guys were throwing water balloons at him.
I would love to see Ranger Clark beat your ass or whatever.
Lao Shifu just bending these kids in half.
Dude, just like one kid after another, just like boom, boom, boom.
I want to find, because I remember looking him up afterwards and being like, oh my god, this is legit. They weren't fucking with us. I can't find it now. So I don't know if maybe I dreamt the whole thing, but I truthfully remember throwing water balloons at a guy and getting caught, and the guy goes, that guy would kill you in 2 seconds.
Pinch a nerve and you're out.
Shit.
We ended up becoming friends with him later. He's a very nice person.
Lao Shifu Clark?
The Stomping Scorpion.
The Stomping Scorpion.
Which is a great name.
It's probably what was in your cup earlier.
Dude, that was gross. That was a centipede. I don't like that it was just one and it was in the corner. I can't leave anything there.
You can't.
No.
You can't.
What's in this couch?
I don't know. It came from your place. Oh, no, these came from your place.
This did not come from.
I forgot.
This
that
is
one
all
is
you.
mine. Dang it.
Are you guys ready to play the game?
It's time to play the game.
We're getting that.
We'll cut that in
down.
post.
No, we keep that.
We never
All right.
cut anything.
Do you guys know how to play
Yes.
Absolutely.
Incoherent?
Yes.
Ooh, I've heard of it.
Yes. It's like where they spell words in a way and you have to say it faster and faster and faster until you eventually get the set.
Correct.
Okay.
So basically, you have a word and you just it's incoherent, but if you say it over and over, it's like, oh, that's what that is saying is. Do you know what that is?
Okay.
Yep.
Is it like a bunch of pictures?
No. You'll have a saying, and then you have to say it over and over, and then
This
finally.
sounds like a lot of editing for me.
It's like
No.
if someone was trying to get you to say please,
Mm-hmm.
and they spelt out P-U-H
Police.
and then
Please.
E-A-Z.
Okay.
And then you
Police, and then you'd be like, okay, that could also be police the way.
Okay, I was gonna say police.
But I'll hold up one, and I'll give you guys one. So I made a mistake on the last one where I gave you guys them, and you guys looked ahead.
Gotcha.
And you guys, so I'm not letting you look ahead this time. So you'll get them both at the same time.
Oh,
so
when
I
we
want
were
you.
doing-
I want
yeah.
you to. I'm gonna hand them to you upside down, and that's how you're gonna take them until I say turn them up.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this one passed at the Cuske.
Don't look at it.
This is.
Are these
fun.
both the same?
They're both the same, and then I also have the same one as well.
Well, I would hope.
But I have,
We're gonna lose, Jack.
Yeah, here's the answers. They're in red ink. You put it down. We can see the letters. We can see
Did
it.
you see all of them?
No, I didn't, but I really was tempted to. Put that
Put 'em
down.
down.
We can see it.
all right.
The temptation is getting too strong.
All right. Here we go. Ready and flip. No, you can look at it, Jack.
Oh.
This one's for you.
The
The walk of
Calvin.
fame.
The walk.
The walk of
Calvin.
fame.
Calvin.
The walk of fame.
The walk of the.
Walk of shame.
That's
Walk of
correct. Walk of
shame.
shame. That's correct.
That's good.
Walk of shame is correct.
My ear is like rattling.
Because I just shouted the walk of shame.
Yeah,
really
but
loud.
it's been like that for a while.
Hey,
You've been on my right side every
That's
time.
true. Don't look at it. God, he's such a cheater. Redact 1 point from him.
I don't even have any points.
Minus 1 point for you.
Okay. Ready?
No.
Go.
Doggy style.
Doggy style.
Doggy
That is correct.
Damn.
Doggy
Maybe I
style.
shouldn't say it out loud for you. Man. You can say it.
I'm just keeping everything you're saying
I pass
in my
one.
head. But honestly, saying it out loud.
Are you flipping them right side up? Because I'm doing it and then I got to flip them over every
I'm
time.
just flipping it this way.
Yeah. I am too, but then I always got to do.
It might be upside down this time. Who
I
knows?
don't know. Is that a new ring?
Yeah, because I told you how I almost got
Yeah,
degloved. So
yeah.
yeah, I have a rubber one now.
All right.
I like the brown.
Yeah, I thought it was better than the black, so I didn't look so hauntingly pale.
And flip.
Damn it.
Don't do drugs.
That is correct. And you are good at
You're
these.
good.
Thanks.
That's
I think I'm pretty skilled at word association games. Ah, don't look at it.
I mean, honestly, I'm having trouble reading the first word.
You see all those books out there on that shelf? All
yeah,
gens.
you are.
All gens.
You read.
Yeah,
kinda
the
like
thing is,
this
I buy
beer.
the books. I buy the books that don't have any of the words spelled right. So that's why I got pretty good at this.
Been practicing. You're dyslexic as fuck, aren't you?
This is his game. Ready and flip.
Delete Elmer Maid.
Delete Elmer Maid. Delete Elmer Maid. Delete the Little Mermaid.
That is correct.
Damn.
Damn, you are.
You are good.
I don't
If
think-
I get one, I'll be
I
impressed.
honestly don't think Cuske has even guessed one yet.
Well, he says
No.
it fast enough. He says
Yeah.
it very fast. And he is minus 1 point because he cheated.
I need to cheat at this point.
Yeah.
I think if I looked
If
at
he
it right
cheated,
now,
it's still- it's gonna
I still wouldn't get
still
it. Yeah.
whoop down this game. All right.
1 second.
Are you showing this to the people?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm showing them mine.
I like this beer.
It's when the first sip I had, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Now I'm
It's
like,
not too sweet, syrupy, tart. You know, it's enough. I could do 2 or 3 of those.
All right. And flip.
Fuck yeah.
"Call me daddy. Call me daddy."
That is correct. Cuske is getting
I'm
whooped.
getting worked right now. I just want one.
I'll give you a head start. in
No,
the next
don't.
one.
No, don't.
That's gonna be worse when he wins on a head start. To
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, I was happy I flipped that one right side up the first time. The little victories.
My grandmother's calling me.
Really?
Yes, I will not be answering. Sorry, Grandma, I love you.
ready and flip.
I'll hike, peg, bus, hike, and hot done high. I'll hike, peg, bus, hike, and hot done high. I'll hike, peg, bus, hike, and hot done high. I'll hike, beg, bus, hike, and hot done high. I like
I
big
like
butts,
butts,
and
but I cannot lie.
Oh man, you guys ended at the same time.
Oh, you can give that to him.
Okay.
I think I started first.
Yeah.
But damn.
As I
Look at that.
We got
I
it.
like
We
big
got
butts
it.
and I cannot lie. Was that one?
That's a long one.
Yeah,
That's
that is a
tough
long
to
one.
do.
Well, good because this is another long one.
Just like Claymates.
Old Pecker.
Old Pecker.
All right. Yep, I know this one.
I would hope so.
And flip.
My milkshakes.
My
My
milkshakes
milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard.
That's good. That's a good one.
What helped was the theme of the last one, too.
Yeah. Now you're gonna warm up to. Now you know the game. Dubai.
Well, I knew the game. I'm just not good at it.
You could just say you're warming up. You were learning the game.
All right.
No, honesty's the
Ready?
best policy.
Flip.
These paws seed ho.
These hoes ain't loyal. These paws seed hoe. These
Does paws said ho. These paw. Des paw. Depaws said do. Depaws seed ho. These paws seed ho. These paws seed ho. These paws seed ho.
Despacito.
That is correct. That's Christina.
Oh, that's in Spanish. Shit. You didn't know this is bilingual incoherent. That's bullshit.
I got 2 of them, baby. I got 3, but we tied on 1 for sure.
Oh, yeah. I don't like that you're coming back.
You know what? That's why he got all of them. He saw all the answers first.
I've not purposely not looked because it would make me cheat. I cannot say no to a good.
Ready, flip.
Do girls swung up? Do girls hung up? 2 girls, 1 cup.
That is
there you
correct.
go. Yeah.
Now we're back, baby.
Duke Earl swung up.
Duke Earl.
The Duke of Earl. Do you know one of them died?
Yeah, she said sepsis.
Well, I don't know if one of them died. One of our comedian friends has a joke about one of them dying, and it's probably my favorite joke of his now. Brand new. I'm not gonna ruin it, but
Whose joke is it?
Evan Pack. It's just the way he delivers it that it's great. I mean, the kid's like 12.
Yeah.
Ready.
Go. His sitiniot. His sit tiniot. His sit tiniot. His sit tiniot.
He's it.
He's an idiot.
He's an idiot.
He's
incorrect.
sit. He's sit tiniot. He's sit tiniot.
He ain't it. His
His sitiniot. His sitiniot. His sitiniot. His sitiniot. Is it in yet?
That is correct.
is it, oh. It almost basically is just relevant.
Yeah.
That one hurts.
That one rolled off the tongue a little bit, Jack.
Well, yeah, I never know if they put it in or not. They say it often.
I almost looked.
Jen's got little fingers. I can't tell.
All right, ready, flip.
Keep it. I caught him from my humma.
I caught if from my humma.
I caught it from my
humma.
I got it from my mama.
That is
I
correct.
got
I started saying it, and you just tried to say what I was saying at the same time, hoping it'd be a tie.
You were just reading it faster than he was.
Well, that's what I was supposed to do,
That's
is read
all
it
you were
faster.
saying.
And I'm like,
I
I
just
don't.
need to say it faster, just in case this is words.
I was hoping it came to me.
Just randomly.
In case this is stuff.
You thought like just saying it, all of a sudden your brain's gonna switch on and just say a different word.
Oh, this is not my game.
We know. And flip.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
That is correct. Man, you got that so fast.
Yeah, I got to hook.
Well, honestly, if you get hits beginning, you go, all right.
Yeah, you're right.
And then you see Christmas. Christmas is what really threw it away.
These hoes in loyal.
What?
That's what I thought it was at first.
It's beginning to.
It's beginning to look.
And flip.
Explosive diarrhea.
He is so good at
And be honest, I'm not playing anymore. Let's put a timer on Jack.
Savant game.
Yeah.
Explosive diarrhea was the answer. Man.
I'm good with my phonics.
Is this what phonics is?
I don't know. I
Well,
think
you're hooked on it.
so stupid.
I thought Phonics was that town in Arizona, but
That was good too. That's another good
Scottsdale.
shit.
Flip.
Pindered Hundat. Pindered Hundat. Pindered Hundat. Been there, done that.
That's correct.
damn.
Man, I'm running out of...
Well, that's.
I thought these would stump you way more.
Was this the one you?
No, I mean, you were spot on 50%, but I'm very thankful it didn't, because if it was me and me playing this game, we'd still be on 2.
I'm glad that we did this week and not next.
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
All right, ready? And flip.
Pumpkin pie.
Who runs
The world, girls?
That is correct.
Of course you would. You always say stupid stuff like that, you simp.
Beyonce said that.
Queen Bee.
Last one here, boys.
Can this be worth 25 points?
Ooh. If Cuske gets it, Jack has to drink a beer. Shotgun a beer.
Okay.
Ooh, I think I might not get this one.
All right. Cuske should get this one.
Yeah.
And flip.
Pumpkin pie.
TikTok famous.
TikTok famous.
That is correct!
We didn't shake on it.
Yeah.
I thought you said it. I was like, oh, TikTok famous.
And
That's a good
So
one.
that's how it's supposed to work. You hear it and then you get what it's supposed
Yeah, that's
to
why you say it as fast as possible.
you want to hand me those? You can put them over here. Yeah, that's the game.
What does your job think when you're making these up at work and
That's so
you're
funny.
typing these up?
Judge just using all of the ink and paper in the office, and they're just like, "What are you doing? Got another game to put out?"
But then they read it and like, this one says Dick Doc.
Well, first of all, no one reads the stuff you print.
I don't know if I was like waiting for the printer, like, oh, mine's next
Oh,
in
yeah.
the queue. I'd be like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, I used to print out my stuff for my game at work, but I started to use so much colored ink that it was like very clearly only coming from me printing stuff out. So now I just go to Office Max because I don't want anyone from work knowing what I'm doing. I would rather have Dick Doc famous on it than
So that's
have
why-
them
Then
see.
your like dragons show up with like health points.
But that's why I had to cut them. Because I didn't want to use so much. Like, everyone have a sheet of paper?
That's true.
That would have been bad. So I had to cut them.
Yeah.
And you made them the perfect size.
Yeah.
To get camera capture.
And then you guys to read it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because if it was like a really like a fortune cookie, can you imagine?
Well, I was gonna.
Dick Doc famous.
I was gonna try to like.
Got it.
No. I kept my Helen Keller in last week, so
Oh yeah.
That was such a good game too. That's such a good one. That one was so funny. Did Helen Keller say it? And I guarantee she didn't say any of that shit.
I know she didn't say any of it.
How could you even tell what she was saying?
I don't know.
We'll have to cut it this week.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. You guys do anything fun for Father's Day?
Going golfing. Booked a tea time today, actually, because if you try and book a tea time for Father's Day, probably by tomorrow they're gone. I mean,
Yeah.
half of them were gone already. I went to Ironwood, and they're like 7 a.m. through 2 p.m. were booked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they get booked up fast for Father's Day. I'll be spending time with Jen's dad, and I'll probably see my grandpa. But that's it.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we'll see. He always does whitewater rafting or kayaking. With my back, I'm not really feeling like going down rapids.
Well, we got the analysis. Wait. That's what that person told you.
Wait it out.
I could have easily said that.
Yeah.
You should go to like a PT or something like
I
that.
don't need to do that yet. If it's been getting better, if it doesn't get better, if it ever stops getting better, I will not.
That's so weird. That's the weirdest way to, just like help something.
If I don't see progression, well, wait. I do my little stretches. I've got a stretch where I have to put my wiener on a pillow and I lay on my stomach and I hump the pillow. And it stretches my lower back and I clench my butt cheeks together.
Yeah.
That's a good one. But the problem is the person that was showing it to me is my wife's father. And so he is on the guest bed in this house, dry humping a pillow, critiquing my form. And I had to act serious the whole time. But, that looks like it would be really good for my lower back. As opposed to being, what the fuck am I doing here?
I'm going to be
Having like your father-in-law be like, "You're not humping it right." It's
Like
so
this?
funny.
Like, just,
Give me that pillow. Give me that pillow. All right. You gotta really use your hips and
he did do that. He did get me up off the bed and show me how I'm supposed to do it. It legitimately happened, and I had to be serious. Like, I couldn't look him in the eye the whole day. But he was being helpful, and I got to appreciate that.
That is amazing. I love that.
Some guys could easily have been like, this is what you have to do. He didn't need to show me, but he did.
He
because
leads by
wants
example.
He wants
That's
me to
a
get better.
good father.
Wants me to get better.
I tuned into that at the wrong time. I got a text about Lao Shifu Clark. He died.
Oh,
Oh
I
man.
must have stomped on the wrong scorpion.
Can you put a in memorial? Like,
I will.
like-
He died in 2021. He's a sergeant in the United States Air Force.
You were throwing water balloons at this guy.
Probably shouldn't have brought that one. He's received 29 medals and ribbons during his military career.
You guys are assholes.
He was a technical sergeant.
He's getting flashbacks. He's like, the Japs! He's just freaking out. He's in his little golf cart getting peppered.
He had a great passion for the martial arts. He was first introduced to martial arts in the 60s at age of 8 and grew his interest into achieving Grandmaster, or I'm going to butcher this, but Chuan Fa. That ain't it, but
Helen Clark said that.
yeah.
Helen Keller.
He donated his time training many students over a long span of time, never expecting payment, and he had a passion for training members of the military, police, and security force members serving as senior naval security forces force protection instructor over the years. We would have died.
What was this guy's name?
What was his real first
What
name?
was his name?
Stephen B. Clark.
Stephen B. Clark. Let's Jack. I think it's time.
Can I have another one?
What am I doing?
We're gonna pour one out for
Yeah.
Lao
I'm
Shifu
not
Clark,
pouring one on the carpet.
technical sergeant in the United States Air Force.
Cheers. Stephen.
Cheers to you.
Cheers, my
Cheers.
friend.
Cheers to the stomping scorpion.
And then play. I will.
Couldn't catch a bunch of meddling kids, could ya?
I will remember you. And then just like show like his face or something.
I tried putting all those edits into our video, and did you see how slow and laggy our shit got? I don't know what happened.
You clip arted it.
Yeah, it was very fun though.
It was like South Park animation.
Yeah. Well, I did clip art it, but I also put Pebble Beach was the chorus, if you noticed that.
All right.
No, we're not done.
What do you mean?
We got 14 minutes.
We're at 40 minutes, and 8 of that is us setting up the cameras.
Oh, I thought we were at.
Jesus, this is a terrible pour.
Why
Whoa,
do
you think the
always
one was
pour
better?
bad? Can I have one of those preserved to finish?
But this
with
is
my
have
bad?
you seen those videos where this is how you're supposed to pour a beer now?
No, stop.
No,
it.
no one's ever
I
fucking
don't-
said that.
Have you
Guinness.
That's left-wing AI shit.
You're watching the woke media. Getting in your head.
And you said I have a tendency to bring callbacks in that don't make sense to everyone else.
Is this good for us?
Honestly, great bit.
Yeah,
This
great
is a good
bit.
bit.
No, have you seen those videos though?
Of left-wing AI pouring beer?
Yeah.
It's a robot.
How does it even know how to pour
He ain't
beer?
got no arms.
Just a bunch of O'Douls. No, they said you should. It's probably some,
I'll debunk this.
if you
Stop doing that.
pour it in like
No.
this, all this foam that happens right here, that's what happens in your stomach, and that's why you feel bloated and you have all that gas in your stomach drinking beer. So if you do that first and then let the foam settle, then it's easier on the stomach.
Well, once you're done pouring that, I will just give you this
Did
cup
I
so you
say,
can let the...
Did I say I agree? I just asked you seen this propaganda.
Well, it looks like you agree. No.
I don't have 2 hands.
Okay.
You do
but
have 2 hands.
You know who doesn't have 2 hands?
Helen Keller.
Stephen B. Clark.
Anyways, but
He had 2 weapons attached to his shoulders.
also
He was a modern day
we
Chuck
can get you
Norris.
a shaker. Let's put your beer in the
Yeah.
shaker.
Honestly, just shake the beer a
Shake
lot.
it up.
I'll shake the can next time before I get it to you. Have you seen these new ways to pour your beer? Just shake it up.
All right, now we're done. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
still
my
got time.
God.
We got
Man,
time.
we got so much sweet time
What
with
do
the
you
boys.
guys want to talk about?
Yeah, well, you tell us what you want us to talk about.
Well, you should probably talk about the golf outing.
That's a good
Remember
point.
we said we were going to start with it?
Yeah.
Next week we probably will.
Yeah, next week
Yeah.
we start with it. Yeah, golf outing. Oh, go for it.
August 24th, Deer Track Golf Club in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Come on, it's going to be a great time.
Huh?
Like, I don't know which mic I had last week.
I was
and then
trying to fart on it.
I know, but you do that a lot. One of these times I'm just going to get that mic.
We're talking about something important like the golf outing. Don't
No
interrupt.
one listens this far.
Do you want
They
to
will if I
listen to Jack fart in person? Come to the golf outing. We'll be there golfing. We'll have prizes. We'll have fun. We'll have comedians. We'll have putt-offs. We'll have long drive, short drive, all the things you get at a golf outing, plus beer, plus food, plus Drink Responsibly, plus
A bunch of other people.
a bunch of other sponsors.
I'll be barefoot.
You ever gone to a golf course and be like, man, I wish this was just mine for the day? Guess what it is? You
It's
buy
ours.
into this tournament. You are benefiting two wonderful foundations, both the MS Society and the Beat Goes On Foundation. But you also are essentially reserving a spot to play in a golf course for 10 to 12 straight hours. We're going to feed you once. We're going to give you a bunch of booze. You're going to have chances to win prizes. 50-50 raffle. There's competitions for your ego and, just to make fun of your friends because they're terrible at golf. And connections to be made, fun to be had. We're going to be there. You're going to get roasted by 4 of our favorite comedians in the area. And then you're going to go home and you're going to tell everyone that you had a wonderful time. And then next year, you're going to do it again. And the following year, you're going to do it again. And if not, I'm going to kick your ass.
And
He
I
couldn't.
think charitable donations are tax write-off. Don't quote me on that.
They are.
They 100% are. That's why charities exist.
So if they
Not for the charity, just for the write-offs.
just for us
Yeah,
money
we're not
bags.
trying to help people.
We just want to write all this off because we make a lot of money from this podcast. We make a fuckload of money from this podcast. We don't even need to be sitting here talking to you peasants. But we are asking you to spend money
Yeah, come to the golf
so
outing.
we can write this shit off.
We just
But
want you to hang out with us.
can they write off their
I
Yes.
think so.
reservation? Yeah, so write off your reservation.
They might be able to, yeah. I don't know the legality of that, but you also have the opportunity if you are looking for. This is getting like real dirty now that we're just talking about write-offs and not benefiting people, but you do have the opportunity to directly donate to either one of the charities if you would like. You can either go to the mssociety.com or the beatgoesonfoundation.com, and there are direct donations. You can sign up on both websites and come have fun. Meet us. We probably will have shoes on, but if you come and you're looking to see a sock,
Pay me $20. I'll show
Yeah.
you both feet. And QR code right
I'll
here.
let you sniff it.
Put the QR code right here in my hand.
QR code right there. I don't wear shoes golfing, so you will be seeing my dirty soles.
I love golfing barefoot. I did want to bring up farts, though, because I think I held in the most farts of my life yesterday.
Okay.
Did you? What? Why? Did you have pizza? Or what?
I don't like fart. I was on an airplane yesterday. I flew back. One of the worst flight experiences of my life. But I don't like farting on an airplane. I don't want to be the guy that's just like reeking up your section. Have I tested one out, realized I don't smell, and just let them rip? Absolutely. But I'd much rather crop dust the entire airport and then just kind of walk away because they don't know it's me and just be like, hey, suck
Yep.
it in kind of thing. Yesterday was a shit show. I was supposed to golf with you yesterday.
Mhm.
I had a flight at 8:30 in the morning, landed at 10:30. I was going to see Judd on the course 45 minutes later. I woke up to a text that said, your flight is canceled. Here's $100. I go fuck yourself, Frontier. Looked for a flight. The only flight they had available that day was to fly me into Denver, and then they're like, oh, we'll get you into Milwaukee at 10:30 then. I go, oh, we're fine. I'll just have a connection. Realized it was a 26-hour flight, and they were going to fly me into Denver, let me stay there for a day, and then fly me in today at 10:30. I go, that ain't happening. So I find a flight to Chicago at 6 o'clock at night, and then a bus ride from Chicago to Milwaukee,
It's a rough
which
one.
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
For $160 voucher, I'm still paying more money to
Yeah.
get home. I get on the flight, and didn't book my bus ticket because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make sure this flight takes off. Flight takes off. I land. I book my bus ticket. I land at 7 o'clock. Bus is at 8:30. I go, I got plenty of time. Until we get on the runway, and they go, hey, guys, there's a bit of a traffic jam. It's going to be about 10, 15 minutes before we get to our gate. And I'm like, okay, I got plenty of time. I can even grab some food because I haven't eaten all day. 25 minutes goes by and go, hey, no update. Now someone is also in our gate. I taxied for an hour and a half.
Fuck that.
For an hour and a half on the runway. Had 20 minutes, basically, to go from the newest part of O'Hare Airport to the oldest part in the rental agency.
Yep.
Opposite ends. And I get there, and I'm like, hey, guys, is this where Coach West picks up? And one lady goes, yes. And I look at another guy, he goes, I don't think so. So I go upstairs. I go, is this where Coach West picks up? He goes, yes. I go, where the fuck is it? And then I leave, and I try and find someone, and then I think I see a bus leave. And it's like at the time at 8:30. Wasn't a bus, and I finally look at a guy and go, hey, man, where's the rental car place where Coach Bus picks up? He goes, oh, you need to go downstairs, take a train, and go to the rental car place. I wouldn't have made it either way. Then have to buy another bus ticket to get on a bus at 9:30, get home at 11, didn't get into my bed until 12:15 at night, and I was supposed to be home at 10:30.
In the morning.
Yuck.
But I held in so many farts on that taxi that when I got off, I was like, I'm just going to let these loose. But I held in too many that it was just like little squeakers. I couldn't just get one of those big ones. You know, like when you first like get a girlfriend and you're holding them in, you get to your car and you just fucking let one loose thing. I was hoping for a few of those. No, my stomach was out to here and like rock fucking hard. It sucked. See you next week.
Cut that out.
Yeah,